Across the country in recent years, amateur astronomy has grown as a hobby. With equipment becoming more affordable and available, along with the growing popularity of amateur astronomy groups, more people are looking skywards. Both professional and amateur astronomers have obstacles they have to overcome in order to explore the night sky. Good weather is required, as even the best telescopes can't see through clouds, and in our cities, as the sun goes down, it's not just the stars that light up the night sky. I've come to Bristol to explore the impact of light pollution and met with citizen scientist Anthony Poveda to find out more.
Light pollution is any sort of light that is wasted from illumination. So street lights that are poorly fitted might be shining some of their light upwards, or lights on a building, for example, security lights. When that happens, light is lost from where we actually want it, aimed directly at the ground where we are, and it goes upwards, and it actually blots out the stars and the other objects in the sky.
Anthony has an intriguing way of finding the best spots for urban stargazing using the simple tool of a toilet roll.
You take this out with you on a night where there's no clouds, and you just simply raise it to your eye like this, and then count how many stars you can see through the toilet roll tube. And this might be 1 star, it might be 20 stars. And by doing that and comparing around different places in your city, you can find out which are the better places for stargazing.
There are thought to be hundreds of billions of galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars. Dr. Elizabeth Pearson, news editor from BBC's Sky at Night magazine, explains what equipment you need to start your astronomy journey.
You can spend lots of money going out buying, hugely expensive telescopes with all the latest fancy equipment and everything. But if you're just starting out, there's no need to. Just a pair of binoculars, a sky guide. There are also now dozens and dozens of free apps that you can get on your phone, download them, point them up, and it'll not only tell you what you're looking at, it can give you a bit of history. Don't just head out and try and find whatever's in the sky. Do a bit of research beforehand. Try and find if there are any planets up. You can usually see Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Venus. Most nights you can see the moon, and you can do a lot of astronomy from the moon. You can look at lots of craters, lots of the different ridges and mountains. The best place to go is just somewhere that's out of the light. For a lot of people, it's just going into their back garden and finding that one spot where the hedge and the fence blocks out all of the street lights and the neighbour's living room window. So you don't have to go very far, but you just want to make sure that that kind of immediate light pollution is out of the way and not shining in your eyes.
I met with amateur astronomer Andrew Glester in his garden, where he promised to show me how he avoids light pollution by doing astronomy in the middle of the day.
That there is the nearest star to planet Earth, and it is the Sun. And if you have the right equipment, you could get some stunning views of it right here in the city.
Fantastic. Okay.
Put these on. These are a pair of eclipse glasses. Put them on before you look at the Sun.
Oh, fantastic. So right there, just seeing sort of circle dot, which is the Sun, and having no problems looking at it at all, which is absolutely brilliant.
But if you want to look at something in a bit more detail, if you're fortunate enough to have a telescope like this and you get a solar filter for it, then you just pop it on the front. And if I just point that towards the Sun for you, if you have a look through there, you should see some sunspots.
So I'm seeing a big sort of white circle, but then there's some black dots.
Yeah, and those are sunspots.
And those are the sunspots.
Sunspots are regions of the sun that appear darker as they are up to 1,500 degrees Celsius cooler than the surrounding area. This is all relative, as these spots can still reach temperatures of over 4,000 degrees. Some of the largest sunspots have a diameter 4 times the width of the Earth. If you don't have access to specialist equipment, then you can still explore the skies by visiting a planetarium, where you can journey across the universe in a matter of minutes. I asked Alex Butler from Explorer Dome, whose inflatable planetariums engage audiences across the country, why people should get involved.
We do most of our work in schools, and if you'd ask that to a kid, they'd just be like, because it's amazing. And it's interesting working with children, because they've totally not lost the wonder about how mental the night sky is. as we get older, you sort of lose interest in, I guess you sort of get used to looking up. And it's interesting when you do talk to them, when you have shown them what they can see. Even if you can see 2 stars, that's still, it's still part of the universe. I mean, and I think they really enjoy that.
Whether you explore from a planetarium, a local park, or even your own garden, the skies are there for everyone. Within urban environments, light pollution does provide an additional barrier, but that's not the end of the story. As we've seen, there's still plenty to discover in our light polluted cities. But what you need to do is step outside, look up, and see what our skies have to offer.